Hi guys, um, glad that you could join me. I'm now midweek in the fourth week. This is my day off, rest day from running anyway. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of a content while I'm looking at four walls in a hotel. So the last 3 days since the last content have been 10k run, 8k run, both at easy pace, conversational pace. I've actually slowed it down a bit this week because I think I'm a bit keen on what I'm looking for, an easy pace. Maybe it's not quite conversational, fully conversational, but because I run on my own all of the time, I'm not chatting to anybody, so it's difficult to judge. And if you do have a chat, people start looking at you funny because I'm running on my own sort of thing, and you're like, and what's worse is I probably just get bored listening to myself or run out of conversation. So I've dropped it 15 seconds on my pace, and then so it's like I say, 10k and 8k easy pace. Last night was 22k, or yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, it was 22k. Hot spots were it was 8k easy, a 1k at upper tempo, 4k easy, another k at upper tempo, and then 8k to finish, and that all went really well. So all good day after day, and then I'll be looking at a speed session or a tempo session. It's 4k tomorrow is 4k easy, 4k at upper tempo, and then 3k easy. That's that done sort of thing. So that's the breakdown for tomorrow's speed session. Say speed session, it's a tempo session, but it's still a bit quick in the middle. So yeah, so the other things, because I'm in a hotel, it's all a little bit different. You know what I mean? It's not so easy. You're not going home. You don't have all the comforts in that. So I started looking at different things. I'm not eating a hotel breakfast. I don't want a hotel breakfast. I'm not one for eating a grilled breakfast, fried breakfast, whatever they're doing, and to pay 20 odd quid for a bowl of porridge or a bowl of cereal is a bit of a piss take. So I just sort myself out. On the way to work, I'll get some breakfast, and I get breakfast. I get lunch at work as well, a light lunch, and then come home. And after the first few days, it's a really nice restaurant downstairs, but I don't even want the hot food or the big dinner sort of thing. It's all just too big, too much, whatever. So started looking at that, and also thinking of other things. So for me, it's always been, it's not rocket science. The easiest or the fastest way to being a faster runner is just to lose some weight, unless you are on the edge of like the maximum, the lightest you can be. I'm not, and so I know I've got about 12, maybe 14 kilos that I can lose to be back to my athletic self, if you like. So looking into some studies and research that's been done, there's not a great deal been done on the subject of different running at different weights sort of thing. I think a lot of people are scared that you don't want to be saying, oh, send everybody off in a weight loss craze or anything. So but yeah, but there's between 2.5 and 3.5 seconds to be lost per, I think it's per pound of body weight. It might be per kilo. I will confirm that and put it at the end of this video. But still, if I'm losing 15k kilos, that's potentially 45 seconds off my race time, my race pace, which is great sort of thing. That's exactly where I want to be, and it's exactly where I'm never going to get if I'm just running sort of thing. Because 45 seconds per kilometer is a lot of time off. So yeah, so that started me, and then that sent me down a rabbit hole in a way sort of thing, because then it's like, right, I'm in the hotel, I'm not happy with eating the way I was the first couple of days, and then I'm trying to lose weight. I'm by no means big, but still I know that I have weight that I can lose. So start going into further studies, etc., as to what I can eat, which will allow me to lose weight but fuel my running sort of thing. You're putting a lot of miles in, a lot of kilometers. You need to get your food right. So that's what I've been doing, is reading up on that. And then once I start looking at, yes, I can eat this, this, and this to fuel the runs, it's more not so much about what I am eating, it's about when I'm eating, sort of thing. So I know if you have a gel, a bar of chocolate, a Mars bar, whatever it happens to be, or a load of carbs, bowl of rice, you spike your blood sugar goes through the roof, sort of thing. Not necessarily through the roof, but it goes high. And as soon as it goes high, your brain detects it and goes, whoa, insulin, brings the insulin in, and then you slump. So you go from feeling on top of the world to dragging your ass, sort of thing, in a 5 minute spell. And then as it starts, and then as you're continually digesting more carbs or more of the gel or more of the Mars bar or whatever, then your blood starts to rise again. Your brain injects a bit of releases a bit more insulin, and then you go through like a roller coaster sort of thing. You're up and down, but you've peaked once, and now you're in sort of like I say, like a roller coaster type thing, and eventually that will level out. But that leveling out is news to me, sort of thing. It takes about 3 hours. So if I want to fuel my run, and I'm running now at say 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, then I need to take my carbs at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, sort of thing. Eat my lunch then, have a carb rich lunch, and then I'm going to go through the spike, but also I have it with, I have some fruit with my lunch, because like the berries, raspberries and stuff, they also interact with this, and they slow down the release of sugar from your gut as well. So taking that, and then having a 3 hours walk home, do a couple of bits in the room, and then get changed, and I go out, and I have felt better for it, sort of thing, stronger and fresher for the run. I've also felt better just through the day. I don't have breakfast and then have the slump when I'm normally doing meetings and that, and you're sitting there and you're in a meeting and my head's going, and I'm forcing myself to keep my eyes open because it's difficult. Or the afternoon meetings as well, when you've just had your lunch, then you go back in and you're having a meeting, and it's never good. But the way I've changed it, say like with the fruit to slow down the release of sugar at lunch, I can feel the difference. And in the morning, my breakfast, at the moment I'm messing about with a few things. Obviously I'm all over the place at the moment, trying to meter things out, but I've started using a bottle of Huel Black for breakfast. So I have a bottle of Huel Black for breakfast, which gives me 40 grams of protein. The more you have a protein rich breakfast, it stops you picking, evidently, and I can evidence that myself at the moment, sort of thing. So I have a bottle of Huel and a few berries, and that's it. I don't want anything else until I have my lunch, sort of thing, and I don't think about food. It doesn't bother me. Whereas before, a bowl of porridge or a bowl of Rice Krispies and a splash of honey or whatever, and the milk, and then an hour or so later I'm thinking, oh, I got a snack, and what have we got to snack? And I'm bothering my wife because I wanted something else to eat. What have we got? What's there? And so that's obviously not good for your weight. So I'm happy at the moment that I have the protein rich breakfast. I'm in good shape. It takes me through till lunch, no snacking. Lunch I'm having, because I'm buying everything from supermarkets, etc. Up here I don't have a kitchen facility, but I get in a poke bowl or similar, sushi or whatever, from Tesco's or Sainsbury's on the way down to work, and then I have that for lunch. It's a good balance, like either salmon poke bowl or a chicken poke bowl, whatever, but they're a good balance of carbs and protein and all the other bits and pieces in them bowls. So I'm in good shape there. I have that, and then that takes me through to my run time, sort of thing. Nothing extra, nothing's required. I'm not hungry. I'm doing good. Come home, get changed, go for a run, and then come back, and on the way home, and I've gone to the shop again and bought another poke bowl or sushi or pasta and chicken, etc. Get it on the way home, because otherwise it's going to be, if I bought it first thing in the morning, it's going to be pretty warm now and not so pleasant to eat. So bring that home. So I get it, like I say, a poke bowl or whatever as a main course, and also a bottle of usually like an iFit or whatever, which is a protein drink. Trying to stay away. The other thing with the Huel is it's all plant-based. It's vegan. I'm not vegan, but I like that because I'm also trying to cut out the milk, because it's never really agreed with me. It doesn't do me much damage, but it does my skin, sort of thing. So while I'm doing this, I've stopped the milk. So the Huel is good for that. Yesterday I tried the iFit, didn't do anything damage to me, although it has got skim milk in it. But it's a lot of carbs, and so once I've done, like last night, the long run, then I've got a good supply of protein to feed my muscle, and I've got a good supply, carbs in the rice, etc., to replenish some of the energy I've burnt. Again, another little pot of fruit, and I've been working that for the last week, I guess, and it's been going really well. So I don't know what weight I am because there's no scales here, but I feel lighter. My clothes are fitting easier. So that's where I am with that. But I thought I'd bring it up because I didn't realise that there was just the changes in in your blood sugar, etc. was like over 3 hours, and it has felt different as I've run. So when I go home, I plan on getting a blood sugar meter, which is basically you get them little discs that you can stick on the back of your arm, on the back of your on your tricep, sort of thing, or any muscle, sort of thing. Put them on there. They last a week. You get 2 discs, and it talks to an app on your phone. Now, I'm not expecting these to be medically proven accurate, sort of thing, but they should give me an indication of how my blood sugars are acting as I eat food, which may well give me more information as to maybe my window is a 2-hour window and not a 3-hour window or something, and I can tweak my foods accordingly, sort of thing. So but yeah, so that's another thing. I just like data, sort of thing. So that's a thing for me. The other thing, if you're getting close to your running time, sort of thing, and you start to feel a bit like you want something like a little bit of a pick-me-up just before you start running, a gel or whatever it might be, don't just whack it down your neck, because you're just going to throw your body into another peak, another slump, and start the roller coaster off again. What you can do is you can take around 6 grams of protein in without spiking anything, carbs rather. So take your 30-gram gel, mark it into 6 marks, sort of thing, 6 portions of 5, or 5 portions of 6. It's a rule of thumb. It's quite close. And then start about half an hour before you run, and just take every 5 to 10 minutes. Take the little bite. It'd probably be better if you started an hour and just take it every 10 minutes. Take a section of your gel in, and you should stay under the alarms, if you like, and just so you're taking in the gel, but you're not spiking anything, and you should be able to go through and then get to your running time, start running, feeling topped up, ready to go, and then crack on, sort of thing. Again, that's something I can watch when I get home, and I put the disc on my arm, and then see what happens when I do take the gel. Either take the gel and a water and see how that ruins it, and then maybe the next time take the gel into smaller bites and tweak it so that I know what I can do. Everybody's going to be different. I appreciate that, but it's certainly a good way forward for me, sort of thing. And so it's got my interest at the moment. I haven't touched anything naughty, and I've got a really bad sweet tooth, sort of thing, but I haven't been near any cakes because I'm not taking anything sugary without tempering it with berries or whatever, sort of thing, and it's working really well. So that's it for me there. That's my little experiment that's going on at the moment. I'm just say I've got another run tomorrow. Everything's going well, and then I'm looking forward to getting home and starting to track the glucose a little bit better, and also my weight and everything else that I can do from the house, sort of thing. And we'll just see how it goes. I've got another 10 days here, and then I've got 3 weeks at home where I can be really on it, and then I'll just carry on with like doing the little reports. Certainly, if it's good, if it's bad, you never hear from me again. There you go. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me, and if you're going out for a run today, enjoy.